do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey.
Hello and welcome to today's video, which will be again a special one, and not because that it will be a first bike ride for me anymore, but as you can probably tell from the second bike behind me, for Eva, my girlfriend. So we're gonna hopefully ride together today for the very first time, and that is something we've been both really looking forward to. However, we're both complete cycling beginners. I had been riding my bike for a few months only, mostly here on the indoor trainer, and I had only a couple of rides outdoors up to this point. And Eva's cycling history goes way back to childhood rides with her family or just using shared bikes in the city. And side note to that is Eva is also obviously a bit scared from the overall bike stability and clipping and unclipping into pedals. However, just between us, in all honesty, I would say she's less scared than I was before the very first ride, which is nice. So 3 days back we went to pick up Fundraiser bike to the Decathlon store, and actually let me stop it right here for a second, because in the last video someone asked in the comments if I'm sponsored by Decathlon, and I'm not by anyone, and if that would change somewhere in the future by basically any brand coming to this channel, I would be totally transparent about it with you. So this is completely natural for us, mainly for 2 reasons. Firstly, I think Decathlon has really great products for beginners like us, not only for beginners. And the second reason, probably the biggest one, is Marty, my friend, who's been around in this Becoming a Cyclist series almost in each video, who's my friend and works at Decathlon. And he's been truly a key man for me in getting into cycling, and he's been also for Eva now. So he prepared both of our bikes, and I just trust him in 100%. So that is the main reason, and I just wanted to flag this out, that this is not by any means sponsored content. Anyway, we're in the Decathlon store, and Marty already prepared the Eva's bike in advance. It is the Fundraiser gravel bike SRAM Apex, which would be a very nice choice for her as an entry-level bike with 40mm wide tires. Plus, Eva also really liked the color, so I think that was even more important for her rather than all the recommendations and specs about the bike coming from Marty. Then it was the time to hop on the bike, test the bike fit, and proceed the first ride with other future professional riders in the store. And I gotta say, I think the stability won't be such a problem, as she's seen confidence on the bike even in turns in this quite narrow space. Once we got the bike sorted, Marty mounted the cleats on the shoes, which are Fundraiser NCR, that are available in black variant or in this white color Eva picked as well. Afterwards, it was time to take the bike, pay for everything, and with that, Eva got her first bike ever, if we don't count the child years, as I mentioned. And she was so happy that she wanted to celebrate this moment with first short ride on the parking lot.
Opatrně nemáš helmu, jo? That's it. Eva is on the bike. Be careful, everyone. And that was the last time I saw her.
The next day we had a little onboarding into clipping and unclipping from pedals, which I know is something completely different if you're doing it outdoors and properly, but hey, we needed to start somewhere. And after that, Eva also tried to get a sense of what it takes to have the legs clipped into pedals, and basically how it feels if you're somehow losing the stability.
Okay, let's wait for outside for tomorrow.
And yeah, the preparation phase, if I can call it that way, is done. It's now currently 8:30 AM. We just had a breakfast. We're gonna prepare everything, pack the bikes, and head out to the mountains behind the city, as there is no way we're going straight into the city traffic for the Eva's first ride. Obviously, I don't even feel confident enough to be starting the ride actually from the place where we live. So yeah, that is the plan. And also, as you can see, this is our current work in progress space for bikes. It was initially, as you can see from the mat, the space for the indoor trainer. So firstly, I'm gonna remove the table, not today, but in the near future. And then we were thinking that I'm gonna probably mount some wall holder over there and under it, so the bikes would be on the wall, which is something I really like when I watch some other more experienced cyclists. Or remove the table for sure and just put there some stationary holders so the bikes would be just in the standing position. So yeah, this is the plan. I know this is not ideal, but like it's only for a couple of days now, and I just really like looking at those bikes. So I don't really mind it, but yeah, I know it will look much better whether on the wall or in some better and more aesthetic position. 3 days back, Eva also quite obviously needed to make an order for something to wear and also the gear, which I'm going to show you actually on her in a minute while we'll be riding. But with that, I also pulled the trigger and made some order as well. So I'm gonna show you that very quickly. And that is this thing of beauty, blue sky, Panriso jersey. And it doesn't look so big, even though this is XL size. I think probably the biggest they have. However, I tried it out because my only kit I have up to this point is like in the white variant, just a little bit different than this. So I know this will be fine, hopefully. And to that, I've also ordered the Bibs because they had this action or like a discount price if you took Bibs, and the jersey like 20% off. So it was like no-brainer, not just for Eva, for her first jersey, even for me, because I think even as a beginner, especially in the summer, I really do want to have more than one outfit. So these are like the same Bibs I already have, but in this like dark blue color variant. However, I'm not going to wear that for today because I want to be a true gentleman and match Eva's outfit, but I'm gonna wear definitely the last thing I ordered, which are these Road Perf 900 sunglasses, which I really needed because the only ones I had, the Oakley ones, which are kind of small to my big head, they will go for Eva. So yeah, that was another thing, essential one that I needed, and I just hope they will be big enough for my big enough head. Okay, let me open it and let's try it. What do you think? I don't have the mirror here, so let me just check that. Alright, so I just checked that very quickly. I think they are perfect. They are wide enough and they really feel comfortable and stable. So yeah, I think it will be much better than the smaller ones from Oakley's. Now, enough of talking, and let me just put this off. Enough of talking and let's go for it. So we are successfully here in the small parking lot here in the mountains behind the city. And the plan here is pretty simple, as there is this small space where Eva will try to put on the cycling shoes. And since it's a little bit downhill, it will be ideal for her to just hop on the bike and find out what it's like to clip into pedals, clip out, and just like try it out, the overall stability with the bike. So that is the plan for this space, and then we're gonna move into the next chapter and actually riding for the first time. But before we will head out, let's ask a very important question. Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, no doubt that she's nervous, but I think she will be just okay. Yeah, you look perfect, don't worry. That is the most important thing. Yes. Well, I needed to remain quiet because she wanted to have focus, so that's why I didn't say anything. Guys, look at her. She is riding already. Oh. She's now having a little bit of trouble with clipping in always the second leg. Basically, that she told me that she doesn't have the power to do it properly, like easily, I would say. And I think she's doing amazing. There she goes. Oh! To byla trošku už moc rychlá, veď? Už ses viděla, že jsi dole. Dobrý?
Dobrý, ještě prostě ten reflex.
What are your feelings? Are we going home? You did amazing, like for real. I was more scared than you.
It's not so easy as it looked like.
Yeah.
Alright, so Eva is now, I think, fully confident, or like confident enough, much more confident than I was by like clipping and unclipping. And now she's trying changing gears. So yeah, a few more minutes here on this parking lot. So actually Eva had a little bit trouble learning how to change gears, because basically she has this way of changing gears like that, or like that. So she has everything on one hand, on one finger, and she just didn't know that she can really push it to the far to change the gear actually. Anyway, enough of talking, enough of practice, and let's go riding. So we're riding. We are finally riding together. Woo! So I'm here in the forest by myself with two bikes in my hands, because actually Eva needed to stop for a pee break, and I'm really happy that I'm not the first one and the reason why we needed to stop. But to be fair, she had much more stress going on in her veins during the practice and on the parking lot and everything. Anyway, just a blue sky and forest around us. We're near to the water dam I was in the previous video actually, so I'm gonna show you that, and then we will just figure it out. We have no exact plan for today, just to enjoy it for ourselves and especially for Eva. So yeah, that is today's plan. And look who's coming back from her mission. How was it? No snakes? No. No snakes? Because guys, if there is one single animal I'm really scared of, that is a snake. And we met one already like 5 minutes ago, so I was riding really fast. So we're currently in this small, very small little village. I don't even know the name of it, and Eva is over there in front. She really can't wait to keep pedaling. So yeah, I was just checking on the maps if we're going in the right direction to the water dam, to the third water dam, which I'm about to show you in this outdoor ride. So I'm really glad I'm gonna visit that dam for the very first time, and also with Eva. So enough of talking, and again, keep on riding. Okay, so first proper climb of the day, first one ever for Eva in the back. I'm not asking how she feels right now, just to be sure we don't get negative answer. So we did the climb, and Eva is over there chilling. She did it pretty well. However, we decided that we're gonna make a slight turn, because I don't want to take Eva through this hell, because I found out in the maps that it should be more than like 40 kilometers. So that is for the first ride way too much. And yeah, so now we're gonna like slightly circle back where we started, and I'm gonna show you this third dam I have in mind, which is in this area in other video. So yeah, as I mentioned, now keep going downwards. I already like needed to hear that we did this climb unnecessarily. That is the game we're playing here. You're waiting here for the oldies party. How do you feel? Do you think we made that climb unnecessary? That it was just a waste of time? But actually, before we're gonna continue riding, somebody wanted to make a little break.
Always I'm eating.
I'm always making footage of Eva when she's eating or complaining. But yeah, look at this view behind us. I'm not really sure if you can see that. It's beautiful landscape here in the mountains. Look at that. Anyway, now we're gonna continue this way, and yeah, enough of talking. So we're currently climbing, so far the biggest climb I've ever done. Well, I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I will. And Eva is somewhere behind me, and if she will make it, she's an absolute beast, and I'm so proud of her already. But if she will make this climb happen, without stopping. I have no doubts about her and her cycling career. So let's keep pushing. There she is. Come on, push it. Let's make a break here. A few more seconds to the pause. You got this. You're doing amazing. Don't forget to unclip. Do you want to continue? Or you're not stopping? Okay. Okay. Well, I needed to stop here and I also wanted to check her. But the fact that she's continuing this climb is just crazy. It just underlines my words a few seconds ago. I'm gonna try to catch her up. I actually figured out what she's been up to with no stopping, and it's maybe the reason is that she basically then don't want to be clipping to pedals going uphill. So looking sharp as never. Nice one. This girl just doesn't make breaks. This girl just doesn't stop. It's there.
Let's go.
We're almost at the top. Over there, like the little church building, is the food place. Hopefully they make some good, as I mentioned, sausages, hot dogs, basically anything. I'm not that hungry, but I just want some reward, some satisfaction into my veins, and especially for Eva, because what she did on this climb was absolutely amazing. So now we're gonna go there and finally chill. So as you could have seen, we just had an absolute 10 out of 10 sausage and also pancakes, and I don't know if it was because of the taste or the experience and the fact that we are here like riding on the bikes for the first time with Eva in this beautiful weather, in this beautiful nature. Yeah, everything is just beautiful, I know, but it truly is. There she is with full belly. Now we're on our way again to the water dam. But for now, just to chill out and spend some time there on the sun near the water. So that is the plan for the last part of this beautiful ride. And even though now riding with full belly isn't the best experience, it's just a few minutes and it will be just amazing. You're walking like a penguin. What are you doing here? Sunbathing? Where are the socks and the shorts? You're afraid that you're gonna have cycling silhouette throughout the whole summer? Now that you're cyclist. So we're already back at home. I think it was absolutely great trip, like for our first bike ride together. Eva also told me the same, so it's not only in my head. However, if there's one thing that I want to highlight, and one thing that I told Eva on a car ride back to the home, was that I think she did absolutely amazing. And not like only with riding itself, but I think the whole mindset and energy she had, you could have seen that in the climbing section. I'm just super happy and I'm really glad we spent this day together and that I documented it here on YouTube, like in this video, because I'm really looking forward to like look at this particular video in 1, 2, 3 or 5 years from now. And I'm really glad I documented it, even though I didn't want to put too much stress on Eva, like with recording and asking her questions or anything like that. So if you have something in mind, like something similar for your boyfriend, girlfriend to be riding together, just do it, because it was just unreal experience and I really can't wait to be riding throughout the summer, basically whole summer. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have something in mind, as I mentioned, do it. It's really worth it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Ty jsi dal taky běličky zkušení?
Já jsem tam někam narvala, jsem se potřeba vyčurat.